Welcome to Deltona Biz Review. We're diving into another local spot today.
That's right.
We've been looking at Hibachi Wings over on Howland Boulevard, number 1382, Suite 120.
Yep, that's the one.
And you shared a bunch of local reviews from Yelp, from TripAdvisor. So our mission today is really just to unpack what Deltona residents are saying.
Exactly. We're looking at, the big things, food quality, obviously, the price point, service, what's the atmosphere like, all based on those local opinions you gathered.
Right. And just for anyone listening who might get curious, the phone number is 386-259-9771.
Good to have handy.
Yeah, and we checked. Didn't see much mention of a website or easy online ordering in the reviews, did we?
No, not explicitly mentioned in the ones we saw. It seems more like a call-in or walk-in kind of place.
Okay, so first impressions from the weightings. What did you see?
Well, it's interesting. On Yelp, it's sitting at a 3.2 star average. That's with 57 reviews.
Okay, 3.2.
But then on TripAdvisor, it's a bit better, 3.9 bubbles, though fewer reviews, only 16.
So kind of a mixed signal right off the bat. Suggests maybe people are having pretty different experiences there.
Definitely seems that way. It'll be interesting to see where those opinions split.
All right, let's get into the food. The wings seem to come up a lot. What's the buzz there?
Yeah, the wings definitely get mentioned. We saw reviewers on both sites praising them. Someone named Brian B. actually posted on both Yelp and TripAdvisor, just flat out said, their wings are awesome.
Can't get much clearer than that.
Right. And others, Farrah P., Lauren B. on TripAdvisor, called them excellent. And lots of flavor mentions too. Medium, honey BBQ, lemon pepper honey, Cajun, hot garlic honey pepper.
Okay, so they've got variety. Sounds appealing.
It does, but it's not all positive on the wing front.
Okay. What's the other side?
Well, Eric P. on Yelp, he found them small, flimsy, and he didn't think they were made fresh right then.
Oof. Okay. Small and flimsy isn't great for wings.
No. And then Karen on TripAdvisor actually thought they tasted frozen, even though apparently they claimed they were fresh.
Interesting. So a real disagreement on freshness and quality there.
Yeah. And even beyond that, Brittany M. on Yelp said the chicken was chewy and burnt.
Chewy and burnt. Not good.
Not ideal. While another, Angelina H., just called them good, which, is fine, but not exactly enthusiastic.
So maybe inconsistent. Like sometimes they hit the mark, sometimes they really don't.
That's what it sounds like. It could be a bit of a gamble on the wings, depending on the day, maybe.
Makes sense. Okay, what about the other main item, the hibachi? Is it the same story there?
Pretty much, yeah. A real mix of opinions. We saw Doreen K. on Yelp, who was quite disappointed, said her hibachi chicken and rice were pretty flavorless.
Wow.
Yeah, even after paying extra for all white meat. And Eric P., the same one who disliked the wings, called his rice suspect.
Suspect rice. That doesn't inspire confidence.
Not really. Netta W. said the teriyaki had very little flavor, but she did like the white sauce in the rice. So a bit of a split, even in her review.
And Angelina H.
She found the hibachi chicken mostly flavorless. But interestingly, she also described it as healthy and fresh tasting, despite the lack of flavor.
Okay, so maybe bland, but not bad quality for her.
Strange combo.
It is, but then you flip the coin and you've got Brian B. again liking the rice and the white sauce.
Right, the awesome wings guy.
Yep. And Aquarius324 on TripAdvisor enjoyed the beef and shrimp hibachi plus the gyoza. Couple Wife 93 Zone praised the teriyaki chicken, the hibachi rice, and the yum yum sauce.
Oh, the yum yum sauce, always popular.
Always. And C. Krager on TripAdvisor went all out, declared they have the best hibachi rice, period.
Wow, from suspect to best. That's quite a range for rice.
It really is. It highlights how different people's tastes are, but maybe also points back to that consistency issue again.
Yeah, seems likely. Were there any other really negative food comments besides flavor?
Yes. Brittany M., who found the chicken chewy, also mentioned overcooked noodles and a watery salad.
Okay.
And this is a tough one. Peyton P. on Yelp reported finding a bug in their food. Ooh, yikes. That's a major red flag for anyone.
Absolutely. And Tracy on Yelp, who seemed like a regular mention quality going downhill, talked about bland rice, sauce tasting watered down.
Oh, dear.
And said they'd previously found a hair in their food, too.
Okay, finding a hair and a bug reported by different people, that's concerning.
It definitely raises some questions.
Let's shift to price. What did people say about the cost? Worth it? Too much?
Also mixed. Eric P. thought his wings and rice were pricey for what he got, especially since he wasn't impressed with the quality.
Right, value perception is tied to quality.
Exactly. But then Lauren B. on TripAdvisor specifically said the wing prices were cheap.
Cheap wings, okay.
And Tree C's, the one who mentioned the quality decline, she said prices had gone up recently, but before that, they were reasonable.
So maybe recent price hikes are affecting opinions.
Could be. And then you have Cutie Blues 28 on TripAdvisor, who just called the food a great value.
So, again, all over the map. Depends who you ask and maybe what they ordered or when they went.
Seems that way. Value is subjective, right?
Totally. Okay, how about the interaction with staff, the service experience?
Well, Eric P. wasn't happy there either. Called the service subpar and staff unfriendly, especially for a first-timer.
Not welcoming.
No. And Netta W.'s description was kind of blunt. Here, have your food and go. Like, very minimal interaction.
Transactional, not hospitable.
Pretty much. Margaret M. felt ignored when other customers cut in line while she was ordering.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah. And Tracy even called out a specific register employee as rude.
Ouch. So some definitely negative service experiences.
Definitely. But, again, not the whole story.
Let me guess. Some people found the staff friendly.
You got it. Aquarius 324 on TripAdvisor said the staff behind the counter were the friendliest around. Big contrast there.
Huge contrast. Rudest to friendliest.
I know. And Brian B., our Wings fan, mentioned friendly staff on both platforms. Trinus Lang on TripAdvisor also noted a friendly Asian employee.
So maybe it depends who is working when you go. Staff inconsistency.
Very possible. Or just different perceptions of what friendly service means.
Sure. Okay, last big area.
Yeah.
The place itself. Ambiance, cleanliness.
Yeah.
What's the verdict?
This is another area with some strong opposing views. Netta W. flat out said it doesn't look clean inside.
Okay, direct.
Patrick W. felt it needed a major overhaul, a refresh, and even wondered if it would pass a health inspection.
Wow, that's pretty damning.
It is. And Yusa1 on TripAdvisor described seeing something unsanitary during food prep. Didn't specify exactly what, but used the term very unsanitary.
Okay, those are serious flags about cleanliness. Hard to ignore.
Very hard. But then you have Shelly R. on TripAdvisor who said the inside was really nice and clean, even the bathroom. Complete opposite.
Nice, clean, including the bathroom. That's specific praise.
It is. And Trinus Lang also called the place small and quite clean.
So how can opinions on something like cleanliness be so wildly different? Is it location within the restaurant? Day of the week?
It's puzzling, isn't it? Maybe standards vary, or maybe people just have very different thresholds for what they consider clean. But it's definitely a point of concern when you see such negative reports alongside positive ones.
Yeah, you'd hope for consistent cleanliness at least. Okay, practical stuff. Takeout is available, right?
Yes. Both Yelp and TripAdvisor indicate takeout. Yelp also listed delivery, and interestingly, said they take reservations, which seems a bit unusual for this type of place maybe.
Yeah, reservations for wings and hibachi? But takeout seems solid. Brian B. specifically recommended it for takeout.
Right. Good option if you're concerned about the dine-in atmosphere or cleanliness reports.
And the location, again, 1382 Howland Boulevard, Suite 120. Someone mentioned it's in the Save-A-Lot complex.
That's right. Shelly R. pointed that out. Helps pinpoint it.
And we already noted no obvious website or online ordering mentioned.
Correct. Seems like phone or in-person is the way to go.
Now, here's a fun fact we picked up from the reviews. Location-wise.
Ah, yes. The neighbor.
Exactly. Multiple reviewers, like Tree C on Yelp and TripAdvisor itself, pointed out that Hibachi and Wings is literally right next door to New China City.
Side-by-side competitors. Interesting dynamic.
Very. And speaking of which, that's a nice little teaser for our listeners, isn't it?
It is indeed, because New China City is actually up next on Deltona Biz Review.
Perfect timing. We'll be diving deep into what the locals think of them very soon.
So people can eventually compare the reviews for these two neighbors.
Exactly. Okay, so wrapping up our deep dive on Hibachi and Wings. What's the takeaway? It sounds like a place of real contrasts.
That's the main theme, I think. You've got potential highlights, like maybe those wing flavors a lot of people enjoyed.
Right. The wings seem like the strongest contender for a positive experience.
Possibly. But then you have these significant concerns about consistency, not just with the wings, but the hibachi too, and the flavor being hit or miss for many.
And the service and cleanliness reports are just polar opposites sometimes. Friendly versus rude, clean versus potentially unsanitary. It's a lot to weigh.
It really is. What stands out most to you, thinking about it all, is the chance of getting those awesome wings worth navigating the potential downsides.
That's the question, isn't it? For me, the conflicting cleanliness reports are probably the biggest hesitation point alongside that bug mention. But maybe the takeout option mitigates some of that for people.
Could be. Hopefully, hearing all these different local voices gives everyone a better basis to decide if they want to give Hibachi and Wings a shot themselves.
Definitely provides context. And like we said, stay tuned because next time on Deltona Biz Review, we are heading right next door to analyze the local buzz around New China City.
Looking forward to digging into that one. Should be interesting to compare.
Absolutely. We'll catch you then for another Deltona Biz Review deep dive.